My name's Chris Reese, and I'm going to be your guide over the next 7 weeks. I'm really excited about the material that I've gathered together for you. I've tried my best. This is, I don't know, I forget how many times we've taught this course now, but I've distilled the information down so that there is no extraneous material in this course. So please, 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 if it's there in this course, it's there for a reason, and it is a skill or a tool that you are going to need to develop if you are serious about pursuing entrepreneurship. So a little bit about my background. I've been an entrepreneur for, goodness gracious, as long as I could remember. I didn't even realize that's what it was. I just had a lot of creative ideas, and I would figure out how to go out there, execute on them, and turn them into some sort of revenue generating idea. And this happened very early on, all the way back in elementary school. And it's just been something that's followed me all along. You can call it a blessing. You can call it a curse. It just kind of is what it is. It's part of my makeup, my wiring, and that's who I am. So as I went along in the late 90s, I ended up getting into the telecommunications business, buying, and you've heard of the fix and flip for houses. Well, I did fix and flip for local phone companies. And so we got investment together, went in, bought these local phone companies, got them fixed, operating, sold them, and then went on and did another. In the early 2000s, I started a wholesale telecommunications company from scratch and built that up to a little over $4 million, and thought we had it sold. We were right there at the finish line when the meltdown at the end of 2008 happened. So I've experienced the peaks and the valleys and the peaks and the valleys, and it's a wild ride, I can guarantee you, if you are set on this course of entrepreneurship. Now, you may think that entrepreneurs are just people that are okay with tremendous amounts of risk. And to some extent that is true. But if you'll notice, one of the resources that I've got in your toolbox for this course is a book called Disciplined Entrepreneurship. And I will tell you, there is a discipline to it. There is a thought process that you take these business ideas through to stack the deck as much as you can in your favor for success. This was something that took me years to learn. I did not realize there was discipline and entrepreneurship were not things that I would have associated with one another. Now, I would have associated discipline with focus and staying on your goal, but discipline in the manner of how do you approach entrepreneurship, how do you approach a business idea, was not necessarily something that I would have put together. So disciplined entrepreneurship is one of the resources that I've got for you. The other one is a great book called Business Model Generation. And there's something in here that we're going to use called the Business Model Canvas. And that will walk you through thinking of all the components that you need to bring together to make your dream a reality. Now, where did this disciplined entrepreneurship come from? This came from studying the successes and failures out of some of the MIT incubators. So this right here is gold. Both of these books are gold. The other resource that you will need for this class, you are going to have to purchase. It's not much, it's a few bucks, but you do need to follow that link on the homepage of the course and make sure you purchase and download the Vermasox case from Harvard. And so this is a case that we're going to walk through, and you are going to live the life of alongside an entrepreneur that has built a business, comes up against some challenges, and has some difficult decisions to make. And you are going to determine what decisions you would make in that situation. So I'm really excited. It's a wonderful case. All of my students really get a lot out of it. every time we go through this. This is a very fast moving course. You will blink and it will be over. I have done my best to balance the workloads, but you've got to stay on top of it. You have to be disciplined to make sure that you are following along with the assignments. If you think that this is something that you are going to be able to work on every other week just because it's an online course and you'll catch up as you can, you're going to find yourself very, very, very far behind. And while I'll do everything I can to help you catch up, and I want you to be successful in this course, ultimately that success is going to be up to you. And if you get too far behind, it may be nearly impossible for you to catch yourself up. What else? One of your first assignments is an intro video, and I want you to introduce yourself. Now, there's a lot of different video tools you can use to create this and upload it. You can use the resources that are within Canvas itself. You can use Zoom. You can get creative with your background. Let us see a little bit of your personality and who you are. So here are your objectives for your intro video. First, we want to know your name. We want to hear you say it. We know your name because we can see it in there, but we want to hear you say it so we know how to pronounce it. Tell us where you're from. Maybe you can go into your background if you want to, but we have people taking this course from actually all over the yeah, I think so far everybody's been in the Western Hemisphere. I'm looking forward to some of my first international students on the other side of the globe. I've had the privilege of teaching in Australia and New Zealand and the UK and down in the Southern Hemisphere. So tell us where you're taking this course from, and two questions that I want you to answer as well in your video. First, what do you hope to get out of this course? What are the takeaways that you want to leave this 7-week investment with? That's number one. And number two, based on your background and your resources and connections and experiences, what are you going to be able to contribute to your classmates? There's a lot of discussion. This is, while it is an online course, there is interaction and there are discussions, and you're going to get that peer feedback and review. That is so valuable to make sure you've got a good group of people that will speak honestly into your ideas. Your advisory board, whether it's formal or informal, you are going to find as an amazing resource, an absolutely essential resource as you move through your entrepreneurial journey. So, number one, what's your name? Number two, from where are you taking this course? Number three, what do you hope to take away from this course? What's the knowledge? What do you want to get out of it? And number four, what are you going to bring to it? Thanks so much. We'll be talking some more. You've got my contact information on this course. I am absolutely happy to do one-to-one coaching. You can reach out to me with my schedule. I am an active entrepreneur. I'm a business person. My days stay pretty full, but we'll get you on the calendar. Again, my goal is to make sure that you are successful in this course and that you achieve what you want to get out of it. Thanks so much, and I look forward to watching your videos.